I should be live, but it's not showing I'm streaming out live to Twitch right now. What the frick? There we go. There we go. All right. Audio's going out. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever it may be, wherever you may be, welcome to Darth Grumpy Dad Games Twitch stream. Still chunking away at D4 here. Let's see. Not sure what I want to roll today. I can either do what I was doing last night and continue doing Hell Tides in an effort to build up hearts so I can do the Blood Maiden, get exquisite blood, or I can come over here and run these, just go up like one at a time. I guess one level at a time, and level all my gems one up to try and get as close to 100 as I can before I can no longer do that. Let's see, I am at... All right. That one's at 68. So I could run one more 79. Get that one there, maybe dump the extras off on like this one. Try and get it closer to 45 or whatever. Or I can spread it out across these and try and level those up one more, I guess. That would probably be the wiser thing to do. Get some potions going. Oh, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. There we go, there we go. For the XP and whatnot. Nobody I really enjoy that much is live right now. Russell Brand is alive. I don't know why he keeps putting that up there. Like I went, like before I went live, I went to talk to that chick over there. I think it's because I haven't bought any of the scrolls. Either that or I just completed my next level on that without realizing it. It was close to being done, but I wouldn't think just coming in here killing some dude. Come on. See, I'm hitting them solid with some, but a bunch of this thing is hiding in the corner. I'm not getting a full shot on this SOB. There we go. I should have just made him follow me out here. Pretty sure I get better damage bonuses the more people I hit with the wave. So anytime I get down to one guy like that, I should just move on. But I'm too stupid. I'm too stubborn about it. On down here where I'm at. There we go. I did do a quick check last night after I got off. Well, it was a little while after I got off. I got bored and I was like, you know, I haven't checked to see if any of my aspects have gotten better, and I definitely, like, I went up a couple levels on my fast blood. It's almost capped out now, so that's a big deal. I'm at like almost 4 seconds per fast blood I pick up comes off of my cooldown. So that's a big deal. That helps out a lot. So we have to pick up less fast blood. Fire it off each time. See if this guy will follow me down here. There's probably more people over here. Nope, one dude. I need to kill this guy because he is a elite, so I can get the XP out of it. Put down them elites. I know there was a big update, and so I think like barbs and classes that weren't doing so well, and as barbs and spiritborn got some love, weren't doing very well in the S-class category, so maybe they will be in there now. And we'll see in the next week or two. Like, I usually just stick with the max roll guides because I just like the menus better on the PC. The menus are way, way better. Right? I can actually see what's going on. It's very detailed compared to I can't even think what the name of the other side is that people use. Off the top of my head, freaking there's a lot more builds over there, a lot more stuff to experiment with. You're looking for ideas for your builds, right? If you're like me, just a filthy casual, right? It's like, I am just not autistic enough to break down all the numbers on all the things for all the builds, right? That's what the autistic streamers are for. Like, thank you guys. You do us a great service, by the way. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But if you're filthy casual like me, hey. Excuse me. there is an elite there somewhere. Maybe you'll follow me in this room. I got more room to work. Lots a bit more area. Minion, don't need to worry about. Oh, that big dude right there. Let's. Big dude doesn't. I think that's the minion. Nope. Let's go here. Stuff. There's the elites chucking all this stuff at me. Let's get whacked here. Oop. Thought you were gonna freeze me, didn't you? You thought. Not exactly sure. Like, I could kill the elites faster than some of the minions. It's freaking funny. It's just freaking funny. I'm sure it has something to do with Paragon board and some of my bonuses. Do a bunch of extra damage to elites. Look at all that poison. They think they're funny, don't they? They think they're so freaking cool. Dumping all that poison everywhere. Gosh darn it. It's been rather wet the past few days here, so I'm sure there's lots of mold and mildew along with all the other general seasonal springtime allergies in here. Shit right. Oh, I'll whack this dude. Yes. Now he was a minion. He is a charred executioner. Screw that guy. Moving on. Moving on, moving on. Here we go. Ooh, here's another group. Nice, nice, nice. So how's everybody else doing with their D4 season this season? I mean, what are you guys running? What are the rest of my filthy casuals running out there, right? My little sweaty tryhards. I'm sure I'm using that wrong. I'm sure I'm using that wrong because I'm old. Like, I don't care how cool you think a phrase is, like a bit of pop culture phrasing. If you hear me saying it, you know it's not cool anymore. Just know. Sweaty tryhard, filthy casual, not cool to say anymore. Get my stream done, and I think I may actually just take some Benadryl. See if it unclogs my face a little. Excuse me. But maybe not. I got stuff I got to do about the house, right? I've had numerous days off from the grandkids, so I've been, like, every day just doing something around the house I've been trying to get done or planning on doing that I end up not doing on the weekends. Because by the time the weekend rolls around, it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to. Do I have to? Straight out here where I can see the effects. Oops, there was some shit there. Whoa. Ah. Finally, Jesus. Excuse me. All right. What to see? We'll get that one over here. Ooh, I'm quite surprised. We'll keep going with that. I guess we'll just do a 70 next to make sure we get a 100% chance on that one. Or just do another one of these. I should have put 2 into this one to get it 70. Yep. Yep. Do another 79. I mean, I know I can beat it, right?
Wouldn't mind the rest.
Yes, I know the quest is complete. Like, do I have to go in here to claim it somewhere? Is that trying to tell me? Oh, man. The crafting them jewels is stupid expensive. The amulet cache, that is like the amount of gem fragments it takes to do that. Holy cow, it's stupid expensive. And like I got some of these 3 done. Collect 7. I could probably do this. I don't know. Maybe if I went in with somebody else and we really cracked it out. I think I've gotten 400 or 500, maybe 700 out of the ones on T3. But I don't know. I would have to just go try it later, see if I can get that one. And then these ones, I definitely need all my mythic gear before I try this one. Right? I want to. Yeah. I have to defeat Lilith. I have not even gone in and do that yet. I'm waiting till I get my mythics to do that as well. I'm just not very good at not very good. Oh, they updated as to what each one of these were. Not that I haven't completed them. I collect a ton of these out running Hell Tides. More likely, because I was trying to save up 30 hearts before I started doing the maiden. So, that's where that is. to look up and see which mythics I need for the lightning sword build too. I'm pretty sure that's requires 2 mythics as well. Probably the same ones. No, it's not the same ones. I think it's like I know it's the Ring of Starless Skies. I can't remember what the other. Maybe it's Harlequin. Probably the Harlequin crest. Not sure. I don't know. Fuck that dude. Minion. Nice big crowd. Let's get him chopped down better when there's a big crowd. Yes. Die. There we go. There we go. Get my stream done, do something about the house, then take some meds. Then I can I can dope up. Yes, die. Ride the waves of blood. Ride. I'm waiting for one of these dudes to just bust out a fucking surfboard. Like, yeah, bro. Like, catch it. I don't even know any surf lingo. I live in Montana. I know no surfing. Dude, let's catch the bomb. Like, I don't even remember Bill and Ted. Or fucking, what was that surf show with the guy? Keanu and the dead actor, Patrick Swayze. Right? Point Break. The surfers who are actually international bank heist guys, right? Like, dude, I don't know. If surfers are anything like, you know, any other kind of genre of people like that, you know, like in group, like skateboarders or anything like that doesn't involve a lot of like mechanical and like mechanics are smart. Like I've met some dumb fucking mechanics who can fix anything. They can fix, like they couldn't spell their name, but they could fix any fucking thing, right? But those are pretty far and few. Right, if somebody's brilliant enough to fix anything you put in front of them, they're generally pretty smart people. Just saying. Just in general. Just in general. We're talking about surfers. And these guys, we're supposed to believe these guys are international heist guys. Like we're super genius, brilliant international heist people. We just really like surfing, and we decided to, instead of putting our great intellect to work on things that can make us just as much money, far easier than taking the risk of getting shot every day, right? Going to prison forever. We've decided to not to do that. I don't get it. I just don't think it happened. I don't see it. I forgot to pick up enough blood. There we go. Now we have enough blood. Blood. I need blood. Some blood. There wasn't really anyone on live worth listening to. I mean, Russell Brand is on, and he's okay. But he's, like, pompous and weird. He's typical pompous English guy. He's weird, and he thinks everything he says has to rhyme and sound poetic and all this shit. And I'm just like, dude, nah, bro. Like, I used to kind of enjoy your shit, but now you're just kind of like basic bitch information, basic bitch ideas on stuff. Okay, yeah, let's go. There's probably better people to listen to. Let's see, where is a nice group? Here we go. Let's put a nice group. Even if they're just ads, lowly mobs. Move that far. There's enough of them here. Killing them fast enough to where, dude, someone in there has got some darkness chops. All right. Ooh, we here. Lethal Shrine. Oop, get out of there. It's just the big health minion left. Move on. Say, this way. We shall go this way. This is the way. Oh. This guy's all grouped up in here, down here. Screw that last little minion dude. We'll go start beating on these guys. Yes, we will, my young apprentice. Yes. Feel the power of your anger. Let it flow through you. Yes, my young apprentice. Excuse me. All right. So we're getting close. We're definitely mauling through this one. And again, this is without mythics. My main damage creator unique Kasimi's pants. The Kasimi's Kiss. My Kasimi's Kiss pants aren't ancient. They're not even ancient. They're just legendary, and they don't even have very good. I have ones with a lot better rolls on them, but I'm like, do I really? I mean, well, the main damage number is much higher, but the cooldown on it is way lower, and I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of okay with being able to fire it more often, right? Having less damage, but firing the damn thing way more often is ooh. Bastard, you see that shit? They about poisoned me to death. Alright, moving on. Screw these guys. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Here's nice. There are some elite bars in there. There before they get me hemmed in. Get that last dude, move on. Here we go. I had a bad habit of that on D3 too, trying to kill every guy. Instead of just moving on and going and finding more elites to kill to move the bar, right? I would hang out and try to kill every freaking dude. Oh man, that's not how it's done. Something bad was coming. I seen it. It was bad. Holy shit. Oh! It's never his shit. It's never the main boss's shit that gets me. Right? It's always one of their little minion fuckers. Oh, I gotta re-up these. Excuse me. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn dilly. See, it's always shit like this that I think one claps me, man. That's what the heck? Just like that whatever this dude's doing. Get in here. Ah. Ugh. Oh, come on. See, look at that shit. That almost took me right the fuck out. Sucks. I gotta get close to him. Oh, yeah. Okay, 70. It's still only at 90, huh? But does it not drop below 90 for a while? It must not. It's okay. I want the XP out of these things anyway. All right. I've got everything I need here. Move over to the next one. Excuse me. Let's get the ones in here first. We are going to. Oh. Really not that one. This one and this one. I must have just been throwing them in like, oh yeah, I'll just throw some in here and there. And in a hurry. And then we need going up here next. Alrighty. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Some more. Yeah, let's try at least 80. Let's do at least 80. That's the next big marker, right? And I will just stay here until it drops below 90 for my chances, right? 'Cause 90's pretty good. 90's pretty good. '90's a pretty good chance. Your Belial quest has done. No shit. I didn't know. Maybe after this, after my potions run down this time, I'll pop down there really quick, see if there's another cache. And I'll just grab it. I think I'm doing pretty good with this build for not having my unique ancient and not having any mythics. I think it's doing pretty good. I mean, like I struggle on the boss layer stuff in T4 still, which I'm sure if I had a unique, I mean, an ancestral unique Kiss Me Kiss, I would be doing far better there. Jesus Christ, come on. Hey, holy cow. Them dudes did not want to give up the fight at all. Have any note, those are just regular dudes. But we got a bunch of them, so. Use the bar. Oh, here we go. Whoa! Yep. That was some smack. I was ahead. So we get another big crowd built up here. The more the merrier. The more my multipliers. Yes. Yes. Gather them together in one place, my young apprentice. Destroy them all in one fell swoop. There we go. I pushed them all together. It's a minion moving on. Next floor. Oh. The one show got over and it moved on to another one. What is this? Oh, it's Jeremy. It's the cornering. Excuse me again.
What's your level of concern, Anna Claire, with the Diddy excuse so great different Hollywood actors and actresses will be outed? I don't know if I found that favorite.
Holy echo, somebody's fucking up. Somebody's got their speakers on. Somebody's got their speakers on.
Well, it's our show now. It's the Hannah and Luke show.
It's the Hannah and Luke. Yeah, screw that Jeremy guy. He keeps saying stupid shit. No. Sometimes you just gotta say outrageous stuff to get the clicks and bring people to your channel. Oh my god. Somebody's got background tabs open.
Oh, it's from the pilot.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, that's what. How do you not know Lou? Oh my god. Oh my god. This chick smells like fish. It smells like fish. Lou. There's no Lou's from the file.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's clean. Nice. Or people in the chat room saying Claire.
Roseanne is one word. You can't clear like it's one word. It's just long.
But it's not.
But you know, I mean, you can function like one word. That's how it functions on my computer. Like,
Oop.
with my name.
Hi, Lon.
I don't recommend double names. Out loud what happened to me or
Multiplied, I heard.
She multiplied. She had a baby. Oh my god. Freaking boomer cats.
oh, I see. It's a long-term commitment.
Alright, welcome on into today's episode of the Cornercast. Really glad that my co-host got all their audio and visual stuff worked out.
My
Joining me
co-host.
first and foremost, Hannah Claire B. One wonderful person. How are you doing? How is motherhood? Have you been puked on yet? What's up? What's going on with you?
So tired. Like,
Oh, hello, doctor. Oh.
it's just the like,
Yeah, but that's it. At least they can play together. No. Two toddlers scheming together on shit. Don't die. Don't die. God damn it. Ah, too much going on. Trying to talk to the daughter and mute the mic and unmute the mic and get back in. And holy cow. It was bad. It was bad. Oh, I only got 20. I failed. Well.
This Lucas a mean person. He's trying to be that way.
I was endearing, and you just
Ugh.
insulted me my physical appearance. I didn't say like you looked like a dumb girl. You're
Well.
fuck. I meant it as a term of endearment.
Well.
I just responded with the first thing. Did you ever, in my mind, did you ever see that movie, The Gentleman? It's it's that one guy that has like kind of his
I have not been to talk to this. That is new. Okay, so we'll go here.
There's these two guys at a boxing gym.
It's not as close to having one of them. Oh, come on now.
Calling out to a black guy who's outside training. They're all like training together. It's like, hey, how come you're not training with me, you black cunt? And then like the guy's like, no, coach, he said.
Well, if this cough doesn't know out, I may have to just check out anyway.
How's Epstein Island treating you? Another James O'Keefe nothing burger yesterday. Freaking nothing burger.
Did you see
He's killing his reputation, bro. He's killing it.
Did you see the guy who's going to be interviewed on Piers Morgan, the Prince Andrew's crisis manager?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that because it looks like it's going to be a barn burner.
If he doubles down, we'll see.
I think he's going to be there to apologize.
Yes, that's what the clip looked like. I think I saw.
So I think he's there to like apologize to the royal family and like try to cover it up more. But Piers wasn't letting on, and he was asking some hard questions. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. I just did a video on that, and then my kind of predictions for it because it's going to be fascinating. You know, this is the thing.
I went the wrong way.
Say what you may about James, but we've been so deprived from actual legitimate information.
I don't think he's a bad person. I just want to be clear. I just feel like, fuck, man, he is really like exclusive for the first time ever, and it was like just a single picture of a baby holding a rattle. It was like,
Here's a picture. Picture is creepy.
Sure, but I mean, there's naked baby pictures everywhere. There's like, you know, that's not an uncommon thing.
That was that's where they like, you know, rape the baby.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
Not allegedly.
Our gates and people are strong.
Arrogance is what topples.
There was something interesting though. I think somebody said there was a Picasso in the background.
In the background, yeah.
Yeah.
Picasso painting, but it looks like also like one of those Podesta paintings too.
Oh, it's the armory. That's what.
Like, the question was like,
but it looked like, I don't know what this Raven Tree. This is for claiming whispers. So I'm not sure. Did they are they adding those? Did they add that to other locations? See what it looks like.
But it's I think the FBI failed here tremendously. The media failed here tremendously. The establishment failed here tremendously. And we're left with the showmanship of James O'Keefe.
Yeah, it's not that James doesn't do good work, but dude, a 3-minute video for a snapshot of a photo that has no context and no meaning. Like, even after he got all the shots as Jeremy has thumbnails by a mirror. Yeah,
that's weird.
Again, I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I'm saying he took so much heat on the last two, and then he did it again. I was like, James, no. It's not like it's just me. Go read the comments. He's getting killed in there.
Why do you think he did that? Why do you think
That's who he is. That's who he is. I don't think he intends to lie.
drama?
Yeah, I mean, didn't he himself call himself?
Why does it keep saying that? Why? Like, that's super annoying.
think he's intent. I just think that, like, you know, when everything's a 10 out of 10, it's like pizza reviews. Like Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews. He's never given a 10. And I fully support that policy because you can't treat everything as like the worst thing ever because there's nowhere to go from there.
Weird.
So, like,
Oh, okay. So yeah, now there's a
I
Raven
think
Tree.
that
Okay, so there is going to be
bigger
there's
than
Raven
a
Trees
random
in
picture in Epstein Island.
more locations.
And like, you know, so I just wish he would. He only has one level. That's just who he is. But I've always trusted him, and I would never. You know, I'm not implying that he
Oh, well.
would lie or anything like that. I just, you know, not everything's
Let's-
world exclusive.
It is
I don't
hard when
believe
you're
I
constantly
failed
like
that.
breaking news, everything all the time is intense. Like
Yeah.
some are just
Let's
interesting, but
see.
not groundbreaking.
Let's drop down to
Yeah, he could've
75
just said, hey,
and see if we still
Eerie,
have
you
that
know, we've got,
90%. If
exclusive
there's
intro
just a
footage of
level
really eerie
where it
photo.
doesn't go
The
below
fact that he called that
90%.
what is very object, I thought was a little. That was stretching it. Yeah, like when I said that yesterday, chat's shitting on me right now too. But like, I said that yesterday, I was like, dude, that's clearly a rattle. You could see like the little pieces of stuff inside the rattle. If you're like, what are you talking about? I've never seen a rattle like that. I'm like, it could be a rattle from like the 1920s, you know, like or the 30s or whatever. It was very clearly a rattle. It was not a dildo, you know, and it was still interesting. And James O'Keefe is the only one that had it. So like, I just there's stuff. I think.
Okay.
And it's almost more interesting that he's the one that has it. I mean, I want him to throw away his reputation of clickbait. Not saying that's what he's doing, but really, it's a testament to the fact that like after everything
They
he
were
went
just
through at the end of
accusing
Project
Jeremy
he's
of
still-
this the other day. Throwing his, like, other people. I don't know why Jeremy's saying this, you know. Hate now. Hate. And it wasn't these guys. I can't remember who I was listening to. I don't know if it was a cool show or if they were talking about Jeremy and clickbait on it, right?
So I just want him to just treat each story as its own.
This
as
is
opposed
definitely
to having
flipping better.
I'm showing history. That's all.
If it's still at 90%, I do remember them saying something about after a level such and such, it didn't drop below a certain level for, you know, chances to upgrade. And if that's the deal, let's stick down here at these ones I can clip through, push my glyphs to 90. This will be a huge benefit. It'll also help when I'm trying to get other people to level their glyphs, right?
There's a fine line, and we all play it, and it's difficult to play a lot of the times, and not a lot of us get it right. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. But I'm still happy it exists. I agree with Ian. I'm happy that it's out there. I'm happy we're at least able to have a conversation.
Yeah, it's hard to. I'm absolutely happy that it exists.
Ian Crossing, the guy's nuts. I understand he has a presence in the space, and you can have him on the show, then his followers come to your show as well, and get all of that. But
Lied to me. Has and you know, it's, I don't want to shit on it. I'm so excited.
Ah,
because
excuse
I'm
me.
coming from a place of like, man, I want this so bad. Like, I want justice. I want names. We're seeing this. I'm actually going to, you know, I'll transition on to the Diddy story because it's a Jeremy version. Because it's feeling a lot. It's feeling very similar to me. It's feeling very similar to me. I want to get your guys' take. Let's go around. We'll start with. Who's gonna get it? Who
This is so much suspense.
Well, we'll go around the horn here, and we'll start. Diddy case. What are your thoughts? We've got some information from today. Is this a sham trial? Like, are they actually going to get him on anything? Because it seems like they have nothing. Like, other than basically him having a pretty degenerate bedroom relationship with this girl, I have yet to hear him breaking any laws like racketeering, like they said, or trafficking, like they said. They've not made that case at all.
How long are they expecting this trial to last? Because
2
they
weeks.
said Cassie's this star witness, but it seems like they called her kind of early. To me, it seems like they're getting the shocking kind of emotional heartstring stuff out of the way, and then you'll build to the more technical, boring case. If I were the prosecution, I wouldn't want to lead with, like, here are the tax documents, and here's the evidence of the payments and stuff like that, because you'll lose the jury, they'll get bored. You want to lead with the more emotional stuff. And that's not to cheapen, like, what she's talking about. Obviously, a lot of, like, really intense subjects going on. But if you're structuring your case, you want the shock and awe first, so then later, when you're having to do the more technical analysis, people are already bought in.
Some lawyers mentioned that. They said basically most juries, percent of the jury, logic is a lawyer who's there covering the case.
Oh, excuse me.
Certainly done a good job establishing that Diddy is a piece of garbage. Like, they've definitely done that. That's not pretty big proof. Right, racketeering, and they need to prove S trafficking. They need to prove it without a reasonable doubt. So far, a lot of people are looking at these open arguments and they're like, okay, yeah, he's pervy, yeah, he's forceful, just because he hired adult stars in states that he was freaking off in doesn't make that, international S trafficking. That's my issue. It's like everything we've heard now. So to Hannah Claire's point, be like, hey, let's make sure the jury hates him, and then we'll get to the boring stuff. Yeah. But to Luke's point, like, so the guy was a deviant. So was all of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so, like, I just feel like eerily familiar to the Epstein stuff for me. What do you think of it? You think we're going to get it? Like, they were saying that half of Hollywood was taking part in these freak-offs. We have not got one name in 2 days, other than his girlfriend.
Die, you die.
You can make the argument that she wanted out, but she certainly was into it for some period of time. Is there evidence? Is there camera footage? Well, there is. Oh, the only camera footage. Well, no, actually, they're watching the freak-off videos today in court, allegedly. But if the freak-off video is just maybe paying a hooker.
So it's court-approved pornography viewing? Is that what's going on?
One of them was in her mouth like a urinal. Again, that's bedroom degeneracy. That's not against the law. There is the big video, Ian, of him beating her up in the International Hotel. Again, that's yet another thing that he's not on trial for. They showed that at the trial to make sure he hated him, but
the only connection to that is that she said she was fleeing a freak-off in that hotel.
But
so,
she can't prove that.
Down to, like, where in the case do we think we are? Is this case supposed to last 4 days, or is it going to last a month? If they have probably more time, I think the argument, and I'm not saying this for sure, but I bet the prosecution is going to make this argument, like, if Diddy is willing to treat someone he allegedly loved or was in a relationship like that, think about all of the people who didn't care about the way he would treat them and what would happen. And then, again, weave in the more technical, boring details. The problem is, like, yes, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, but like you have said, juries are emotional by nature, like some of them might be like,
load
he's
it
a
up.
horrible guy, but I can't see based on human histories any signs of whatever. But most of them will be like, this is awful, and it was horrible.
Does drop pretty low, down to 7. All right, so we're going to have to go back up.
They're trying to prevent any sympathy for the prosecution. One of the things that I remember from the other day, Cassie is like 8 or 9
So 75 is too low.
Convenient.
She's intensely pregnant, and so the defense wanted to wanted to seat her in the witness box before the jury was let in. So she becomes not as sympathetic of a character, you know, like if you're having to have this crying pregnant woman talk about her abusive ex-relationship, you know, that there's no way the jury's not going to have some kind of empathy for that, even though it's maybe not exactly proof of the crime he's charged with.
Yeah, I mean, she had sores inside of her mouth from giving so much oral. And
Damn.
she had like constant UTIs and all this kind of stuff. But again, like, that's bad, but that's not what he's in court for. He's not on trial for being, you know, for being an abusive boyfriend or a weirdo. Like, he's on trial for trafficking and racketeering, and like, he's up on his own. He's one man. They got him up on RICO charges. They better have, like you said, they better have. Okay, now that you know he's a piece of ish, here's where he would have this international like hookup network of people bring. You know what I mean? Like, they have presented none of that in day 3, and they said the trial's only taken 2 weeks. So, I mean, I don't know. I just, it doesn't. I don't think they're getting him on anything. Like, he's going to get like a light sentence or a time served thing for prostitution. I mean, prostitution is undeniable. But you know, the other stuff, like even the prostitutes he hired have testified against him. So, I mean, what's a standard sentence for a first-time offender for that? It's not life in prison.
If he gets, you know, sentenced to time served on a lesser charge, what happens to him afterwards? I mean, obviously, all of Hollywood is going to treat him, I would assume, differently, at least publicly, than they did before. Coming back from that, although we don't know what happens behind closed doors, I'm sure there were some people who remained loyal to him privately.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ian, what do you think? Like, I think the video, by the way, the DOJ released the video today, unedited, a 15-minute video of him just ruthlessly pummeling her. That video alone, he will never work in Hollywood again. But then again, Chris Brown beat up Rihanna and nobody cared.
Yeah, look how long R. Kelly was able to keep a very successful career when there was videos of him literally like dropping deuces and ones.
I know, yeah, right.
Underage children.
Yeah.
And he was still being celebrity worshipped. Sorry, Ian, go ahead.
There needs to be much more
Something
stringent.
that would be cool, like in a movie. Where you're like, I don't think anything's gonna happen. And they drop the already hate this guy, and just
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with just playing on the emotions. I think it's true for a lot of cases because you can have cases that rely on more technical info to prove, you know, someone's whereabouts or anything, and the jury will get bored. You know, emotions are really what keep people locked in, and you want them to be decided against him as early as possible. So when you have to go through, well, this is how they traveled, or even just weaker evidence, they are unlikely to change their mind.
Yeah, the optics of like a pregnant woman, all the horrible things that Diddy allegedly did to her, plays a role when it comes to deciding whether he's guilty or not, regardless if even the jury understands the charges or not. Like, horrible person, pregnant lady, good, but there's other like early things that's coming out and saying she's going along with it. And she's going along and saying that why didn't she stop this when she was in a relationship with him for 9 years? Why didn't she, walk away from all this?
Yeah, she testified at one point. The prosecution asked her, like, was there a time that you enjoyed the freak-offs? And she said, yeah, because at one point it was the only time I got one-on-one time with Diddy, who I was, like, obsessively in love with. And it's the kind of argument that I'm sure the prosecution, they asked her that on purpose because they didn't want the defense to be able to ask it, because it... Also interesting that we are getting testimony tonight. I've been following a couple of people who are in the courtroom reporting on this, and they are saying like Diddy apparently keeps like turning going around and trying to make eye contact with like as many people as possible, like these sort of miniature stare downs. So there's a chance the jury is not just hearing the testimony and being swayed one way or the other, but also watching Diddy sit as the defendant and the way. There's a reason that defense attorneys don't let their clients testify, but also coach them on how to behave while they're sitting there, because they're still observant of the jury.
He's reading a Bible right now.
Like anyone buys that.
But you only need one juror. Charges. She said that I enjoyed it. That was her engaged voice, Grosskreutz or whatever, like accidentally admitted to pointing his gun at Kyle Rittenhouse. On the stand, like this big moment. I was watching it live. I'm like, oh, Kyle just won a lot. Kyle's like, when she said, yes, I enjoyed it, that kind of negates almost everything after. Obviously not the meetings. Again, he's not on trial for that. So for her to come back now and say, so we have one victim.
And Diddy's team is arguing that she was also abusive towards him, and that they were fighting and abusing each other. And that this was an abusive relationship, and that this is not a court hearing about an abusive relationship. This is a court hearing about racketeering and conspiracy.
Kind of the only way you can defend this, but that's the charges. So I don't know what people want him to do. It's just. Do you think we're going to get any larger reveals of other Hollywood people, or is this just going to end up being just Diddy and his wife at this point?
Well, the behavior is cyclical, so over time you'll see rings of sexual deviancy. It's tough to gauge when the next one will happen. If there are multiple happening at once, eccentric sex rings.
Yep, the behavior of the elite.
Sex circles.
Right? I mean, look at all the countries that have fallen, the monarchies, right? The empires, the Greek, Roman empires, European monarchies, right? There's almost always there's this element of just abhorrent sexual behavior, right? Deviance, just absolute degeneracy, right? Jude had 37 wives and executed 20 of them because they couldn't give him a baby. It turns out the guy just had a bunch of STDs from banging all the whores all the time, right?
Minor celebrities start dropping like, oh, well, I saw Diddy with this girl. I saw him over here at this time. Like, there's nothing necessarily super concrete.
The power of their position itself causes degeneracy. It's fucking horrible, but
This poor parallels Epstein, like get any names out of the Epstein cases, but you do get people who are like, well, here's this photo, or at that time he was meeting with this person, or kind of that anecdotal social evidence. It doesn't lead to charges, but we start to be aware of the circle these people were moving in.
Yeah, I want to see some big names here. I'm so disappointed. I want to see the Clintons. I want to see the Obamas. I want to see the Ashton.
Don't you think, Luke? Don't you think there's somebody else there?
There's a lot. But
Come on.
There's a long history of covering up for Democrats and their crime here. With Sam Bankman-Fried, they did it with Maxwell. They did it with this. This is a very highly corrupt office that was literally celebrating.
it's not a few guys. It's all of them. It's all of them. As you come in, as you get elected to positions, as you come into money, and you start hanging out with these people, invite you to your house, and the next thing you know, you've been roofied with some shit, and there's pictures of you and underage girls, underage boys, you getting railed by like 3 dudes at once, whether you're male or female, right? That's just the way these people operate. The fact of life. People don't believe it till they wake up, come to consciousness with 3Ds up in them. 3Ds deep, right?
Other individuals who are involved here, I clearly know more than that. I don't know if we have time to play it.
And I'm not like, and I refuse to believe it doesn't go down at the award shows and shit and all the events, like backstage somewhere at the hotel, or wherever, blah blah, wherever the event is. There's a room where they take people after they've got them doped up or lure them into, and then they do whatever it needs to be done to get blackmail shit on them, and ruin their lives, ruin their careers, and keep them in it.
Like on the low key, got 20 years. Or drugging or raping women, you know that much.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you've got one.
Like I actually started going through them Diddy party stories. That was like some weird memory.
She's clapped.
Yeah, and then he was clapping the cheeks as someone in the comment section just said, birds of a feather flock together, and that absolutely is correct here. Listen.
Yeah.
That's all end up that way.
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean, you guys?
Form of, you're saying they're getting into. It's like when you start watching porn, you go down the rabbit hole. People start watching just like guy or girl stuff, and then they end up.
The whole idea of adult content, also the idea of watching someone else, not yourself. So it's a natural timeline, and that's why adult content is so dangerous and has been weaponized here in America, because it promotes this idea that you should be watching instead of actually procreating and having babies and doing this, but having someone else do the job for you. It's essentially cuckoldry in itself and gay in itself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess watching someone else call your wife is like IRL watching porn. Like,
Yep.
It's like both the porn consumer and the porn director. He's telling them what to do and how to behave. I mean, it's a controlling thing, but at the same time, it's ultimately pretty passive. And again, like, if you think about it, it's pretty anti-masculine, except for the fact that he's controlling. It's ultimately, he might as well have a screen in front of him. I think eventually you'll see AI doing all of this kinds of stuff.
It's a pipeline towards making the world.
Yeah, AI is. Yep, but here's the thing: these are the elites. They want to be there and see this in person. They want to. They want to do it and have it be done to them, because that's the progression. That's the circle of death there.
This is just what I believe. Black Luke Gronkowski doing some journalism.
Color, right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. He's talking, right, Luke? Is that what you're saying? That's what he says.
Yeah. Ugh. It's way too long to take these dudes out. Shield. I wonder what shield that is. Two-handed scythe. Yeah. Okay. We need to be here. Yeah.
I was like, she's not on their show today.
Show it to Melanie. Melanie doesn't want to see that. 80? That's not bad.
Ran the Coffee Co. endorsement immediately.
Yeah.
Upgrade for it. There we go.
I also had. This is something that happened in, I don't know if it was Congress this morning or what. Here we have Representative.
Damn.
This guy is asleep. This guy's asleep.
How could be too? All the stuff they're doing is so boring.
Yes, but they're paid to be
They're
there.
paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, you can't be sleeping.
$100. They get more money from lobbyists.
But they wouldn't get those lobbyist dollars if they weren't there.
They shouldn't be there anyway.
Yeah, and then you had, who's this woman? Who's a woman that fell asleep today?
Got what the heck
Is there
I
something in the
was.
air? We're in
Yes.
Congress? What's happening?
Oh.
Also seen closing his eyes, being sleepy. Marco Rubio also was seen being very sleepy as well. I'm going to try to look up the clip because I know what you're talking about here.
There you go.
Oh
no, this is the guy. Oh, I thought it was the woman. I had never played it.
Who knows? I might get bored and start a second character here soon. Maybe that's what I'll do later. Depends how I feel. If I feel too sluggish to whatever. Yeah.
This is Congresswoman Debbie Dingell.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, I saw this one earlier too. This is today. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It's even worse because she's in the front.
I think I was getting the 79s done.
Maybe instead of having Perrier, she should have some coffee brand coffee.
Would you rather that they were fighting each other, like yelling, angry, and throwing papers at each other, or sleeping?
Yelling, angry, and fighting. Yeah.
Yep, young, angry, and fighting. I want them to be so.
If you fall asleep in the meeting, you should be expelled from your job immediately.
So sure of the ideas that they have to make the lives of all Americans better that they're willing to fight duels, like literal pistol duels and fist fights over how much better they believe their plans for Americans are than the other, right? Fist fights over how much they're gonna allow, Americans to be taxed.
I'm going to go around the board here. We'll start with Ian. I wanted to get your thought on this video. This is about the South African refugees, all 50 of them that have come there. I don't know if this is a man or a woman, to be totally honest. We'll just hear what they have to say.
They are, no, that's not true. That's not true. These people think it's still apartheid there. They don't realize that for the past, decade or better, well, actually, ever since the Great Peacemaker took over in South Africa, right? They got his Nobel Peace Award. He used to put used tires around people's head, pour gasoline in it, and light it on fire. It starts with an M. I can't even think of his name. It was at the end of apartheid, South Africa. And everyone's, oh, he should be freed and made president. He's in prison for being a terrorist. Because he was a terrorist. Like, like literal terrorism. He was guilty of terrorism. And they made him president. And he tortured people, right? The current president of South Africa, while running for president, was chanting leading songs of death to the whitey baby. About how they were going to kill all the white people. Like how they all deserve death. This is like, what, 40 years after apartheid? Well over 40 years. Like the people living on it had nothing to do with it. Nothing. The farmers, all the people, all the regular citizens of South Africa. They didn't have shit to do with it. That was all the politicians. It was in political circles where it was going down. And it's over. It's done. Like, like they, like, yeah.
Representative from the local church here. That was on my list too. Yeah, this thing of effeminate, low key, soy boy. Literally, it's the leftist. Yeah. Keep away the children from this guy. All right. Yeah. Like mandatory. But this is the type of disgusting, duplicitous type of behavior. Exemplified by these like predators out there that clearly don't want to help people who need help, which is right because they're white.
Yeah,
This
and
guy,
over the past 10 years, within 10 years, I think it's been 90 farmers, white farmers, have been murdered and their land taken, right? One or two of the family members murdered and then their land taken by the government with no repercussions for the people who've done the murder or took the land, right? Nothing. Like, they just lost everything. So these are the people that are coming, right? They've had everything taken from them illegally. They've lived there. They're, like the family's been there for 300 years. As long as white people have been in America, right? So do all the white people in America leave? Like 80% of the population in America just pack up, go back to Europe? Right? Is that what people are calling for? I mean, because I'm telling you, the European countries, like, we all get shipped back off to Germany and England or wherever, in the hundreds of millions of us, right? Tens of millions back to these countries. We're currently being overrun with people who are not from that country. It's not like there's going to be huge changes. Like, they would immediately have to accept us as citizens and immediately grant us all, right, the ability to run for offices, at which point their entire governments, there'll be so many of us, their entire governments will get changed. They would definitely get changed to an entirely different governmental systems. Like, and I would not be surprised if a lot of these became Christian monarchies, right? Because they were the people like, okay, democracy obviously failed us. It failed us. We got run out of our own country, off our own. Everything was stolen from us as a result of democracy. So let's not do that again.
Not only are you not welcoming people in need,
they're going to go, what worked best for the Christians? What worked best for us in the past? Oh, well, it would appear to be this thing called a Christian monarchy. That is, that seemed to be the best governmental system, had the best outcomes for us. Why don't we do that again? And some of the most successful countries, outside of birth rates because of feminism, invading every country out there and just creating hell on Earth. Like, men can't even speak to women. Like, this just isn't even here in America. They just can't speak to women in public without getting charged. They're getting charged, you know, like some sort of a sexual assault just for talking to them, right? I don't think comfortable. It's such a abuse. Oh, God, yeah.
What can I do for you? How can I help? For inviting me, I appreciate it. What opportunities you develop? Cool. Absolutely. This church, this affiliated church that doesn't want to take away South Africans in. This is what he wants to do. This is what he wants to go through. This is what he wants to, of course, get out there to the general population. And then, of course, to be honest with ourselves, takes and doesn't give.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it came down to that. All these people that have settled in all these different countries get sent back to their home countries. There will be a shit show of a change in how everything is done. It'll be like, yeah. I think there'll be a death of the liberal world order long before that happens. We can only hope. Liberalism is just a consistent descent into insanity. Yes, there's good ideas to start with, but they don't stop there. They're progressing. They're always progressing to the left. They're always progressing to the left. Like the idea, well, we're progressing doesn't mean it's getting better. It just means they're progressing further left. Right? And just like any political system, the more you go in one direction, the worse it gets. Fair.
Look at,
She's fairly ahead of the clock. Yeah. Bullshit.
Something.
Oh. Correct. You help you and yours first, then you reach out to other people. If you and yours aren't taken care of, how do you expect to help take care of everyone else, right?
Right to then say, well, you guys, citizens of the country, taxpayers, are bad and cruel for thinking that you deserve access to resources over these other people. You can have an argument for, I think, like private charities or some sort of missionary work or whatever, going to other places and trying to solve, humanitarian crises.
The government should not be taking your money to give to other people for any fucking reason, right? Especially people who are not citizens of your country. I'll get behind. There should be a big social safety net for the citizens of a country, right? But I don't think that social net is at the federal level, right? It stays at the state level. And the number one way is to, like, kind of like Social Security is mandatory. You have everybody from birth gets a mandatory, no interest bank account with interest, not just like the interest that adds back into itself every few months. It's why I can't think of. Oh my god! But so it's like compile or not compiling, but basically the interest, the money you get from the interest gets added back into the total, right? So like a lot of banks that aren't like this, right? Like Social Security, the interest you make on the money you put in there doesn't come back in, right? They never add it to the total, right? So it's got to be a bank account that adds the interest you earn on your savings back into the overall account, right? If it's not doing that, I don't know if I can do this guy. Oh, come on. Why do I... Like, I'll teleport out somewhere, and then it's like the character freezes up and won't move. Just stands there, frozen. Happens all the time. Something glitches out when I do it.
We identify by the commercial. That's the thing.
Yeah, it was just this one guy.
He like, look! I was frozen.
Let's see. Commercial, 10 cents. 20 cents a day.
See?
Yeah, SNL here. Say, maybe it was you. There's an old guy walking around. There's the meme of it. Yeah, is it in this one?
Hunger and sickness.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of. It's this one, the one that they're making fun of. Charles Daniels. Is that who it is?
Ah!
This is
That's it. Failed. Okay. Oh, I'm done with this shit for a while. That's bullshit. There's no point in even... I don't even want the XP isn't enough.
mother. She has a wedding ring on.
Well,
She could buy medicine.
Dad, I guess.
Well, you teach them how to boil water and how to use charcoal to purify the water, right? Right? Teach them how to, right? Just you can use boil the water and then pour it over charcoal, purify it. Make clean water. Make your own clean fucking water, right? Don't just give people shit.
That's just for one kid. Oh yeah,
That's way more expensive than you said.
Yeah, I thought it was just for X cents a day, but this is from 1992. This is definitely the commercial I remember. So, yeah.
I remember watching as then
Oh.
traumatized.
The number of people that live on $1 or less a day is insane. Okay. All right. I am just feeling crappy. I am feeling way too crappy to continue to stream. I'm sorry, but I'm going to check out, people. Have a good day. I mean, I'll probably continue to grind a little. I just won't stream it. Peace out. I hope everybody has a good day. Oh, yeah. Follow me on Twitch. Take the link over to my YouTube. Subscribe over there. If you're watching this on YouTube, take the link to my Twitch channel and follow me there. Maybe so you can catch me when I go live and give me shit during the live stream in the chat, or leave some comments on YouTube, whatever. It would all help. Your trailer park trash, filthy casual streamer. Come show up and crack jokes with me. Okay, I'll catch you all later.